what frame per second are we going?
30.
30? Okay, so
How's my hair? Is it long? Should I cut my hair?
I think halfway through, I'll give you a cue
we should
to
cut
release
the hair.
it. No, just to release
Oh,
it.
to
like
release
a
my
lion.
hair.
Yeah.
Should it be down? Should I put my hair down?
Halfway through. What?
Halfway through.
I'll be like, I'll give you a cue.
Crazy third episode.
That'd be pretty.
It's-
The ratings are gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Just do that one without like moving your head, so that way when you.
We should cut it.
It's like
Okay.
surprise.
Cutting Jake's hair challenge.
Cutting Jake's hair challenge.
That's been really popular.
You've seen it
with,
on the internet.
with Jake's. With Jake's.
with Jay.
Big in the Jake community. Well, 29.97. Yeah. Whatever they. Yeah. Those just.
We just picking like favorite numbers over here.
Yeah. My favorite number is 29.97.
That's weirdly specific, but okay.
Because these are all in 60i right now.
There's 60 frame rates right now.
We can do 60p or we can go down to 30.
I think it'll sync up fine. Yeah, it's just it's half of it. It's half of it, so it's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's not like it's not like we're going to 24 or anything where it's like math has to.
7.
Even then it'd be fine.
7.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's a programmer. He only speaks in ones and zeros.
That was sick.
And it's synced.
That was
synced.
sick.
Did you see
Everything's
that?
synced.
Okay,
Sync
that
on
hand
it.
clap is synced now. Okay. Okay, lights, camera.
Oh, let me get the scissors.
Yeah, please. All right. And
Come on, hold on.
best boy Jake. Why? Make sure it's in front of the camera too. That's
Oh shit, you're right.
it's gonna be. Okay, and just in case.
Now it's gonna be. Where's the spike? There's 2 spikes now. There we go.
Please clap.
All
Yeah, we're back to the clap.
right, good. Now we're synced up. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 3rd episode of Odd Leaf Stories. I am your host, Cree Crawford. It's understudy, Brave and Stone. And next to me is Jake McHargue.
No.
Jake McHargue.
Yeah.
He is the Director of Technology of our sponsor company, Ionization Labs. Is that correct?
That's super true.
He was, this is the part of my notes where I was going to look up what else you did and type it in, but I did not. So
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you.
that's great. We'll get back to
What I
that
do.
later. So we are going to dive into the psyche of a programmer, a man of many talents. You also like to get hands-on, as I know you. So let's get started. Jake, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, Braven. I'm doing really good. I'm doing my best, I would say.
That's great.
Yeah.
I wish there was a position I could give you to encompass that.
I think after all of like the knob twisting and adjustments that I've demonstrated over here, I think that's what a best boy does, right?
I'll add you to the IMDb.
I think that's the least you could do.
So, Jake, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream and why?
Pistachio, because
That's really funny.
yeah,
That's not a very common flavor of ice cream.
it's a very common flavor of gelato, though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the exact difference between gelato and ice cream for our viewers?
For other people, yeah. I don't know.
Because
think
I
it has
know.
it has to do with the denseness and the crystallization. I think like American.
I thought gelato
ice cream,
had egg in it.
It has because the gelato has egg in it. Is why. That's the difference.
I actually don't know, so
That is the difference.
I guess
We'll get a fact checker on that.
Okay, great. So this is a question we got from one of our listeners.
Oh, really? At home, live right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So Brandon from Cedar Rapids wants to know: is Jake short for anything? Jake? Jacob? Jacob? Is it just Jake? Jacob?
Yeah. So okay. So that's actually pretty funny. You asked that in jest, but my father's name is Mike, and that is short for nothing. His legal name is Mike. He has to sign it on paperwork as Mike, and everyone
That's
else...
really cool. If your dad was here, that'd be great. But I'm asking you, is Jake short for anything?
Jake, okay, Jake is short for Jacob. You got me.
Thank you. Next question.
Am I
Please,
being
please
am I being
answer-
deposed
Please
right now?
answer more directly next time.
All right.
Okay. So Jake, let's start off with your Odd Leaf story. Before we get into some fun and games, let's talk about you. How did you get started in the cannabis industry? How did you get started at Ionization Labs? And give us a rundown of your day-to-day responsibilities.
Yeah, so I guess the cannabis industry and the ionization labs sort of come hand in hand. I mean, this is the first time that I've worked in any professional capacity in the cannabis industry. I got started with this sort of by way of Alex Andraz, the CEO, who has a side company, or has another, he's the CEO of another company called Personal Wine, and I was doing some platform development for them, and we just sort of got talking, and I don't know, I like creating things from the ground up, and he had this really sort of ambitious project that needed a lot of programming, and we knew we worked well together, so I hopped on board, and we like typed up all sorts of words and into a computer, and it made the programming happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always been curious to see how that happens.
Yeah, it's
The man behind the
basically-
curtain, so to speak.
Have you ever seen Hackers? The what is that? A 1998 movie with not J-Lo, the other person with the J in her name.
Jay High?
Who is Tomb Raider? Laura Croft.
That's a fictional character.
It's basically exactly that. Everything in that movie is true. It's a lot of surfing
Tomb Raider?
through physical Hackers. It's a lot of surfing through physical capacitors and
So Jake,
No.
you're a programmer.
yes.
You are an archaeologist, I'm gathering from this.
Hey,
You do Tomb Raider-like activities as well. What other hobbies do you have?
I like to work on cars. I don't know if I actually do like to work on cars.
Tell us about your most recent car experience.
Well, okay. I guess my most.
Are you working
recent-
on any projects?
I do. I have a completely disassembled Chevy 350 engine
Nice.
right now. It's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Rebuilding an engine? That's a tough one.
I unbuilt it.
Okay, well that's a start.
Ah.
That's halfway to rebuilding
That
it.
is super halfway. Yeah.
How's the other half coming?
Well, you're talking about the building part.
I'm talking about disassembling it again.
Okay.
Melting it down to its internal components of metal.
Yeah. I think
And then you recast everything, I assume. I thought
that's how you do a true blue.
that's how you really rebuild an engine. Is
Yeah.
you recast all the components solely with the metal that's provided that the mother engine
It's
gives
like a
you.
serial numbers matching sort of experience. Yeah, except it's a step further. Yeah,
Right.
totally.
So, Jake, what have you been developing for Ionization Labs, and how did you originally tackle this project?
So basically, the main hurdle that we had to tackle was interfacing with these machines, these HPLCs.
So I'll give a quick background. So Ionization Labs, basically, what you guys are doing is you're taking HPLC machines, which their software originally is very clunky, very scientific, and you're trying to make it more user-friendly. And where you come in is you're developing a software overlay on top.
Well, we're essentially trying to engineer out any of the ability to have user error, basically.
Okay.
So we're trying to make it like a kiosk mode. You remember probably a good analogy is like cameras. When cameras first came out, they had a lot of manual operations. You had to know a lot about aperture and shutter, and you had to presumably put a towel over your head and duck
Correct.
into a box and then
Yeah.
have a light bulb explode. Versus now an iPhone camera, which is ching, so we're kind of trying to
when
do
I'm
that
taking a
with
picture with my
HPLCs.
iPhone and I put a
towel
over
your
my head?
you actually don't technically have to do
No
that anymore.
kidding, really?
Yeah, you actually don't.
that's
So,
incredible.
Yeah,
That's
sort
incredible.
Of like a
That's a good tip.
luck thing.
A good programmer tip.
Yeah,
See,
sort
this
of a
is why I
life
like.
hack.
That's why I like talking to you techies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the bleeding edge of technology.
Right.
But yeah, so basically we're doing that, but for these HPLC machines. So Instead of having to like order a bunch of like literally just order acid in the mail and then like mix it in your kitchen, or I don't know how you mix acid, and then like pump it through a
LSD.
machine and then get like hemp juice and whatnot. And
Right.
you know, I don't know. You generally have to have a PhD for this kind of stuff, but we're making it sort of like a.
I think with hemp, you just kind of like wring it out, and that's how you get the juice.
You wring it
I don't
out
think
for
you need
sure.
a machine for that.
Yeah, yeah, or you could chew it up like a cud
Right? And
your
stick
teeth
it in your
and
your
spit
lip
it
and
into like
spit
a
it
Mountain
out.
Dew bottle, like a
I'm in the
like a
cannabis industry. I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
It's okay.
patronizing.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Our listeners are probably aware as well. This is
Yeah.
a highly focused audience, but
So in any case, so that was the problem, was how do you make this machine like easy to interface with, and we did that by, I don't know, doing, I feel like what every modernization, the first step of every modernization process is make it cloud oriented, make it distributed, put everything in the cloud. It's like a plume competition for your hemp data.
interesting.
Yeah.
So, what was so far? You're still developing this, as I'm aware.
I mean, it's an active project. It's
Right.
actively being used, but features.
There's
are
iteration.
being-
There's iterations.
There's iterations
Right.
are happening. Yeah.
So far, what has been the largest challenge for you, and how did you overcome it?
I would say the largest challenge was just figuring out how to consistently operate these machines so that they didn't do various things like run out of juice or, you know, like. Well, I guess it's.
So not only
hard
are
to
you-
phrase this in
not
a
only
way
is there
that's not
software-
scientific, but
There's not only software problems, but you're having to try and guess what hardware problems would arise as well, and then
Yeah,
account for
yeah.
that in the software.
Mhm.
That's a
And there's like timers, you know, these machines, there's a bunch of variables, but the main ones are like the detector and the pump, the pressure, the flow rate, and then like the valves. And so these are all things that you basically have to control in like a very specific way in order to get consistent chromatograms coming off of, which is basically you know, the data that tells you that your potencies relative to calibrants. The main challenge is basically like setting up like the infrastructure for that so that we get consistent data, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of these labs overutilize calibrants just because they don't have like good practice around it, and so that's been a big thing that we've been working on is system control.
I'm curious because I'm not a programmer, but how did you even start? I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, are you controlling? Are you attaching your program to the firmware? Is there an output of any of these? Like, what did you go about when you were given this task? How did you hack this?
It's just a bunch of research initially. I mean, with any sort of automation problem, the first step you do is do it manually, and then see, you know, how do I now do this with a computer? Because I mean, people get processes down pretty good when you do it enough times. So the first step is to do that.
Mhm.
So we met with a lot of scientists, and we kind of dialed in like the perfect manual technique.
Mhm.
And then the next step was basically seeing how the software interacts with the machine, and then how can we control that. And so there's plenty of technologies out there available that you can use but we're mostly using JavaScript right now, just because it's being so actively developed and it's super versatile, and there's a lot of good talent out there in the JavaScript field. So we're using that on the server side and to basically drive the machine.
Wow. What's the next most exciting feature you're working on?
Oh, the next most exciting feature I'm working on is definitely like fertigation techniques and like acre-based analysis.
Right.
So for these larger farms, like these 500-acre farms, basically, they'll be able to sample their crops and then bag them up and scan them into our system, basically label the latitude and longitude, and then get like sort of basically a heat map of the THC and CBD content of their weed. So that's going to be like pretty damn neat. Need some water for them.
It's really
Some
salt.
cheeses. I'm gonna get some of those. Wow.
Okay. That's really interesting, Jake McHargue.
I just dipped my whole tongue in here, so I hope you're fine with that.
It's okay. Just I'll just scoop off the top.
Scoop the tongue bit off the top.
Yeah.
Pull from the back. Pull from the bottom.
Yeah,
Open the
my
box.
tongue was long enough to reach down there, probably. So I just, but, okay. So, Jake, I love
Right.
having you in the studio. I love having you in the studio.
Thank you.
I want to take this opportunity to not only hear about your life, but also play a game.
We're gonna play a game.
Yes, we're gonna play a game that
right.
I affectionately call Boutique Strains versus Random Names.
Oh, ooh.
So I have taken the 5 hype cannabis strains of this fall from LA Weekly,
Okay.
as well as generated 5 random names from Weed Name Generator from from GeneratorHell.com.
Wait. You're telling me that I could be programming weed name generators instead of operating HPLC?
I'm not sure if it's a very
I'm
lucrative
in the wrong
business.
field right now.
I did only pay $100 per generated name,
Okay,
So,
the margins are probably
margins are-
pretty thin on that, honestly.
but still,
Because they
side
obviously
job.
have to contract that out to their experts.
Right. I'm not sure what database of names that they draw from as well, but
It's like a
to make it harder though,
Yeah, what?
thanks to LA Weekly for beautifully describing a bit about the strain developers who've developed these boutique strains, as well as the strains themselves. I've taken
Wait,
upon
there's
myself.
backstory?
There's backstory. I've also
God.
written backstory for all
Okay,
my
well
fake
that's
ones.
great, because that's going to make it a lot easier
Well, we'll
to
see.
determine here.
We'll see. I took AP English,
Oh, God.
so and I'm hopefully gonna get an A. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So first one up is Alien Labs Mellowade. This strain is a pairing of watermelon Z Skittles and lemon tree number 11. Anyone with a clue about Elite Pot would love to get their hands on either of those two parents, but the new watermelon dominant phenotype of Mellowade easily
Oh, God.
gives both a run for their money. With the way the watermelon flavor cuts through everything else, some would no doubt call it better than either half of its lineage, and the trophy case is starting to prove that. Is that a real boutique strain or a random
Why is
name?
this so hard to tell? Why is this so hard to tell?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Real strain or boutique name?
Shit. I'm going to say with all this Area 51 hype, I'm going to say that's a real strain.
That is a real strain.
Yeah!
That is
That's
a
what
real
I'm talking about.
Okay, I'll write down your
I
answer
can't
so we can
believe that's a
tally.
real strain. That's
It's a real
depressing.
strain. Okay, next up. Billy Joel's Knock Mother Willie. Terpenes are paramount. At least that's what Ma and Pop strain developers Billy Joel live by. Known for never taking into account THC and CBD levels, this boutique company relies solely on the taste. This particular hot elite pot strain, Knock Mother Willie, is said to have tasted like, quote, our Uncle Willie mixed with a hammer. Though as unappetizing sounding as that is, this strain has taken over the hype market, with everybody wanting to get a taste of Uncle Willie's hammer. Is that a fake?
You made that shit up. You
It's a
made
fake.
that up.
That is a fake.
Absolutely.
That is
Do
fake.
you know how I knew? It was the slight sidebar with the commas when you harken back to the original name, the comma Uncle Willie's Hammer Band. What was it? Knock Mother Willie. You just loved saying that. You threw it in there like 3 times.
Who wouldn't love saying Knock Mother Willie?
I do like that. Yeah.
I'd say that if it was real. Okay, so far you're 2 for 2. You're 2
Feel
for 2
great
so
about
far.
this.
But would you try Knock Mother Willie if it was a real strain?
I think I would for sure I'd try that
Okay.
as well. I would.
Next up is Jungle Boys Purple
With a Z or with an I or
with an S. Jungle
Are you
Boys.
serious? With a YS?
BOYS. It's just spelled correctly.
That's not.
You're just gonna guess right away? Or you want to hear the
That's not a real,
Jungle
That's
Boys.
not a real strain.
Jungle Boys Purple Punchsicle. The Jungle Boys are known for great, unique cuts, or phenotypes, and Purple Punchsicle is the latest and greatest. 2017 strain of the year, Purple Punch was developed from the lineage produced by Symbiotic Genetics after the original breeders at Supernova Gardens in Oregon gave their blessing. The original Purple Punch was good. The second, more stabilized generation is as elite as it gets. Still going with fake? That was a pretty convincing blurb, if you ask me.
That was very convincing, and you also didn't say the name a lot of times, which makes me think. I'm trying to read into the voice here because you're really good at this. You're really good at this.
You know I love saying the names.
But I am gonna say that that's a fake one.
That's a fake one. Well, so far you're pretty good at this, except for that. That's a real one.
Ah, damn it!
That's a real one.
Did you misspell boys? By that I mean spell it right.
They spelled it correctly. It's a real one.
goddamn.
I didn't have any input in this.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Next one up is Jug Handles Calliope Tie. Jug
Okay.
Handle is a strain developer secretly based somewhere out of Middleton, New Jersey. This makes their cannabis varieties even more desirable, garnering a small but loyal fan base. Their newest edition, Calliope Tie, is a relaxing but biting take on an indica. Careful though, even though this strain will chill you out, don't expect to be able to sleep, with users reporting insomnia after smoking. Real or fake?
That's fake. You made that up.
That is fake. I didn't make that
It's
up.
because you put a comma. You do the
What's
comma.
up with this guy? I don't understand.
It's your writing style.
There's
You
no
didn't, actually didn't
commas.
have it in the boys. You didn't
What
have it
com-
in the boys one.
Are you looking at this?
No. You did
Don't
like
look-
you said like comma.
You're just interpolating
Calliope
a comma
tie.
from my voice
No,
pauses?
you're gonna have it in every one.
From my voice
I'm getting your tell. Okay, I'm figuring out your tell.
Can you stop looking at my comma use? You
I'm
know
not.
I'm a slut for
I'm not
commas.
screen peeping.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, you better not. Up next is 3C's Kush Cookies.
3C's Kush Cookie. That's 2
3C's 3C is the company name.
3C.
It's
and
not
they
it's not
made-
CCC. It's 3C's
I
as
see.
in the number 3 and then C. That's the company name.
like 3M.
Yes. The folks at 3C Farms have done a lot of hunting over the years in search of their widespread genetics, comma. And they currently rank their Kush cookies among the best in the pack. The pairing of 3C Illuminati OG and 3C Thin Mints offers a blend of cookies' dynamic flavor profile on top of that classic musky OG. Real or fake?
That's real.
That is real.
I
You're
know.
Good? You're
I
good?
know it is.
You've missed one so far. Okay.
I should have trusted myself on the other one.
I mean, you
Boys
did
threw me off.
right away. You said, I can spell boys. I can spell boys.
I know, but I don't think.
Okay.
Why would you want to?
Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Moving past it. We'll talk about this later. Up next is Greasy Max Blue Cheese Whoppa Wonder. Known for their fast food-inspired strains, this company has been grinding in their own niche space for years, seemingly hell-bent on providing the world with strains that, quote, delight the senses in the same way as a fresh fast food burger does. Have they finally accomplished this with their new hybrid strain, Blue Cheese Whoppa Wonder, made by pairing a black mold OG and Girl Scout cookies? This strain is fun. This fun strain is worth a taste. Real or fake? Whoppa Wonder. Blue Cheese Whoppa Wonder. Whoppa Wonder I think is one too, but Blue Cheese Whoppa Wonder is specifically the one we're going to be talking about today. Put
Did
your
you
pop
just
food-
add? Did you just add backstory to that, or did you just was that a tell?
I don't know, you tell me, buddy. I guess we'll fucking find out.
How do I know if you made up a recreational additional strain that you're not even quizzing me on? Whopper Wonder. Oh God.
How do you know that any of these strains I'm referencing are even real?
I guess I'm just trusting you on it.
Mistake number 1, bucko.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. Oh, that's a tough
Real or
one.
fake?
That's a tough
Greasy Max Blue Cheese Whoppa Wonder. It's obvious to me.
one. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. That's fake.
It is fake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's fake. Okay, up next, CPTFA's Cough Flame Pride. CPTFA, or as their true fans know them, the collection of persons trying to find ascendance, is a strain development company based out of Oregon, who you may know for their famous crossover strains such as Blue Melon Kush, Dark Sensativa Soda, and Green Crack. Cough Flame Pride's woody aroma may settle you down in preparation for the smoke sesh, but don't let it fool you. The taste of this strain hits you in the back of your throat hits the back of your throat on its ass and is colder than your ex-wife's last voicemail. Real or fake? You can't write this stuff if you ask me.
You can't?
Real or fake?
I'm gonna say fake.
That is fake.
Oh,
God,
damn.
you just know my writing style now.
I really do.
I should have changed these up. Pistol Point's King Louis. OG. Pistol Point is distributing a boatload of award-winning genetics from up north, and not the fake awards Billy and the Bros came up with. We're talking Emerald Cups. While King Louie
can't be real.
hasn't taken home the biggest prizes the scene has to offer, it's a solid OG Kush, real or fake. Billy and the Bros.
Billy and the Bros? No, there's no way that's fake.
That's a real.
Are you
That's what
serious?
LA Weekly wrote. I have no idea.
They were
what-
shit talking Billy and the Boys.
I don't even
fake
know who
awards,
Billy and the Bros is.
But the
they-
Billy and the Bros came up with fake awards. that
apparently,
they gave
and
out
LA
to
is
other.
pissed.
is
LA
pissed
Weekly
about
is
it.
pissed about it.
Damn.
I would be too.
Kind of venting.
The House Collection's train wreck. This particular train wreck is a legit panic attack inducing cannabis variety. While generally uplifting like any good sativa, it has a much harder and fast-paced edge to it, similar to a vintage NYC sour diesel. The way it jumps out of the jar is almost offensive, and when the smell hits your nose, you're transported to some kind of accident at a gas station before you get a soft tickle in the back of your sinus, bringing you back to reality, possibly even with a sneeze. Is that real or fake?
That's fake.
That's fucking real.
What?
That's fucking real.
Possibly with a sneeze?
Possibly, they literally wrote dash, possibly even with a sneeze, exclamation point. That's how they ended it.
That's cute. Not as cute as your writing style, though, I gotta say.
Thanks.
You could write for LA Weekly.
The Curious Cabinet. Oh, wait, so you said that was fake, so let me just type that down. So far, you've only missed 3.
That's how
3
many
out
of
of
these
10.
have we done?
3 out of 10. Well, there's one more.
Oh, there's one more,
3
okay.
out of 10. Or,
Dang.
I mean, I'm assuming you're going to get the last one right.
Oh, why?
But I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
ooh.
I
Well,
I
let's
take
hear
it back now.
Let's hear it. Don't
Three.
don't retype this.
No, I was assuming you get it wrong if it was 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10 if you get it right.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So, this one. The Curious Cabinet's Cenax Harrington. Have you ever been so terrified you can't move? That's a feeling the developer's Curious Cabinet sure knows. Their new abomination of a strain, Cenax Harrington, causes such paranoia that users describe it as sleep paralysis on meth. Not for the faint of heart, thrill seekers only need apply. Is it real or fake?
God, I hope that's fake. Is that fake?
You tell me.
It's fake.
It is fake.
Oh, thank God. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Thrill seekers.
4 out of 10, Jake. You get
What? No, I thought you said it was 3 out of 10 if I got the last one right.
4 out of 10's better. You got 4 correct out of 10. You got
Are you
6
serious?
wrong.
I thought that was the amount that I got wrong.
No, you got 6 wrong.
That's
no, wait,
pathetic.
no, I'm sorry, you're right. I mean,
I had
no.
70%, didn't I? I batted 70%, I think.
That's pretty good, Jake.
Especially for no one who's ever
A-okay.
played baseball.
But have you played
It's a little sports reference.
Weeds, Boutique Strains, or Random Names?
I just did we just do that? Wasn't that what that?
So when we take these pop filters off, I'm pretty sure no one but us can hear this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think this is recording right now. So if you needed
You look like a baby.
Jake.
You look like a big baby.
Jake, even though I can still hear it still.
Oh
and it
dear.
hurts
Okay.
my feelings.
Hey, we're back.
Sorry,
We're back.
guys. Sorry, Jake was just saying how manly I looked. Right, Jake?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to show you something that I put together
Show it to me up. Show it up.
in a little segment we like to call Slurping the Terps.
Oh wow! I was just about to give you shit for never actually producing this. Are we gonna? Are we gonna watch this right now?
We're gonna watch.
Is this gonna happen?
We're gonna watch this right now.
Oh Jesus! Oh, hey, that's look here. Updated bun
Wait,
view.
can you-
by the way.
can you-
Updated bun view. See, now I got like a. I've come a long way.
That's really good.
Thank
That's
you.
really good.
Thank
Okay.
you. Do an interview.
Let's get the
Get some
audio.
audio
Let's
on
get the
that.
audio on this. Hold up.
Let's get that
that's
framed.
that's me. That's me.
Just so that everybody watching is totally clear, this is a deep fake. This is not
Can
me.
you shut up?
This is a deep fake.
We can't hear you yet. Okay, here we go.
Oh fuck! It's 6 minutes long.
Do an interview segment where we just ask random people if they enjoy slurping the terp. Let's do that.
Wow.
pie chart. Is that the United States or does that include Mexico?
I love it.
What do they love down there in Mexico? What's the other brand?
Clipper.
Clipper. They love Clippers down there.
Yeah.
You know about that.
really
That's on the
outgoing.
radar.
That Clipper is the competitor.
I'd like to see that pie chart. Like, your value proposition is that you probably already use it.
Well, I think it's that we're so trusted that people continue to buy us.
Okay.
So we have this really strong, loyal fan base.
Right.
So when you want to be associated with that,
So you're trying to tackle that 10% of that market share, huh?
we are. Yeah. Why not?
Seems rude. This is gonna be, I have one more question. Do you enjoy slurping the terps?
I don't know what that means.
Do you think you would?
I have no idea what that means. And I'm in marketing. I generally pick up on.
What does marketing
Do
have
you
to do
enjoy
with it?
slurping the terps?
I don't even know what that means.
Would you? Do you think you would or not? If you had the option to do so. Slurping the terps.
I don't think so.
You don't think you would? Okay. Hard no.
Hard no.
Do you enjoy slurping the terps?
Not sure what that is.
Whoa! On this segment,
This is not a weed conference.
Explains.
How do you not know how to? So this is essentially a modern day muffler for like a low emissions vehicle such as a Toyota Prius or something of that sort. So this is essentially what they call the master catalytic converter, and these are slave converters. So
Edgy.
essentially, this is obviously the engine housing. So this is where the combustion occurs. And this is obviously, since we're at the Cannabis Expo, this is for CBD infused gasoline,
Whoever
which
did the camera work
helps
on
reduce
this.
engine knocking.
It's incredible.
Really good.
It's proven. We've proved it at Ionization Labs. Holy shit. That puts the B in CBD. Am I right?
Earlier when
Did
I
you
was
get that
laughing
sick
at my
joke on
desk-
film?
Of course I did.
Very
But
nice.
It's a digital format.
just
It's an SD card
Are
scan.
these fake weed?
You just smoke weed. That's all you do. You sit around and smoke weed.
You got me. You got me. Weed testing.
Weed
Pass or
testing, that's what
fail.
you do.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we do.
No, let's duplicate this one.
Yeah.
Dank or
Jank or jank.
Yeah.
You guys vlogging?
Yeah, we're vlogging the event. I mean, we're making like probably Oscar-worthy content, but if we want to call it vlogging, it's vlogging.
Yeah, you could say that.
D-Rock is? I said D-Rock. I said you're his D-Rock.
D-Rock?
We went over your head.
I don't know who D-Rock is.
Is that someone who films people?
That we're like Dwayne D-Rock Johnson?
No. D-Rock, not
Okay.
D-Rock. Oh.
Okay. And it's not. Can I have another one of these?
Because you don't ask permission.
I have two more questions. Can I have another gummy bears? Thank you. Second question. Do you enjoy slurping the terps?
Slurping the terps. I've never slurped.
Never just slurp. Okay.
But a
You
terp.
look like you.
Not the terps, but a terp.
A terp?
Yeah.
Slurp a terp?
Have you slurped a terp?
You've not even
It doesn't
slurped.
have to be the terp.
Not a one.
Not a one. I've not slurped one terp.
In this episode of Jake the Scientist Explains Things,
So, this is what we call. This is sort of typical. This is sort of a typical thing in the cannabis industry. Essentially, an array. It's a two-dimensional monitorial array.
You're struggling.
and
That's-
we interrupt this episode to play. Do you think you could throw that? Hey Jake, do you think you could throw that?
I could throw that.
So, in this segment, Jake the Scientist is going to explain what that is.
So, this is a spray vape. It's from Sweden, and in Sweden.
Wait, can we mic this up? Can we mic this up? Do we have a lav?
We got a love.
Okay. There we go. Now we can.
In Sweden, all A's are long A's. So this is a spray vape. Basically, this whole thing is basically plume centric. It's a tri-coil plume centric system for ripping sick plumes. So you basically pick up this tube right here, and this is an adapter, and that'll take any.
Is this what was in Java the
That'll
Hutt
take
Palace?
any half-inch diameter vape tube
Got it.
you won. And this is a foot pedal down here that you can interface
Oh,
with
for the whammies.
to control the watts. The whammy watts is what we
Got
call
it.
them. So
Why is
basically,
it pink? What's the...
well, it helps with the non-ferrous carboxylation of the vape plumes.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Wow. Wow.
Feel the daylight on our skin. We are young, we feel everything.
My God.
Yeah, it started to begin. Hear the words we were meant to sing. Close my eyes, I feel where we are, where we are. We can run all night till the dawn, till the dawn.
together.
We light it up
What's up, my birthday?
like the stars. No more fear of hiding. Stay.
I miss that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yikes.
miss him. Miss his art.
Not my birth year.
I really liked everyone's effort to really try. And
That was something. I was wondering why you had never edited that into a video, and now I know why you never did. Did you just do that earlier today?
yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, did it look like I put effort into?
I don't know, man. One of us definitely brought our A game.
I mean, listen, you had a lab coat on. You get a lot of confidence with that.
Yeah. You could wear a lab coat anytime, if you want.
They don't fit me.
Do you have any questions about that, or?
Yeah. So, this Science J character, do you is that like a persona of yours, or is that just for this episode?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming out. Everybody, this has been Jake McHargue. I'll spell it out on
We'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post. Unless
You can do it right in
Marry
pre.
me?
Want to do it in
and change your name.
free? No.
Okay. Well, then we'll fix it in
We'll
post.
fix it in post.
All right. Everybody, this has been Jake McHargue. Lovely guy.
Did you mess up my first name that time?
Oh, sorry. This is Mike. Now I'm confused because of that stupid tangent you just said. Jacob. Jacob?
Jacob.
Jacob. Everybody, this is Jacob.
Hey, people call me Jake.
Hey, cool, man. Can I call you Jake?
Call me Jake.
Thanks, Jake. Anyway, guys, this has been Mark McHargue, and lovely guy. Thank you for coming out. Check out his Instagram.
For super sure. Do that.
Check out his company's website, www.ionizationlabs.com.
Yes.
Cann-ID is the solution they provide. If you're interested in what he was talking about in terms of testing,
Get your data in the cloud. Get it. If you like ripping sick plumes, then plume your data into the cloud.
Let's do that one more
Okay.
time, but let's
Gonna
say
do
that
that.
in unison into the
Say it.
camera.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Plume
Get your
data.
No, it gotta be from the beginning. Do you like data?
Do you like
data? Well,
Well, now you can plume your data into the cloud.
Wow,
Wow, thanks so
we
much for
didn't
having
even
me.
rehearse
Thank
that.
you so much for having me. Wow.
All right.
How long do I sit here now?
You
For-
can go. We're good. We're done.
Really?
Yeah. Bye. And cut. And cut. And cut. Perfect.
Nice.
Great.